Dawn never truly came to Hollow Creek that morning. The sky lightened, but the light itself
Let's go.
seemed thin, colorless.
I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning all. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
They would have noticed the footprints on the floor no longer matched.
What you gonna do for it? How you gonna
The dust showed patterns of curves and thread, shifted back and forth. I felt the left walk on the upper floor, the little bedroom. The words "Welcome back" remained on the wall, but the letters were darker, wet, almost blue. A faint vibration moved through the floorboards. A heartbeat. Every nail, every
yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun?
Laughter.
I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at?
Now
I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, again and again. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Downstairs, the camera still rested on the sun.
What you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna
It no longer recorded the room as it was. On its screen, shadows moved where none existed. Three figures, faintly visible, standing in the hallway, but they were still alive. They moved through each other like smoke. Sometimes they looked at the man, as if aware of being watched. Sometimes they simply vanished. The battery never drained, the recording never stopped, and yet no human hand had touched it in hours. Outside, the world went about its day, cars passing, birds calling, but none of that sound reached the house. It stood apart, wrapped in an invisible hush. Even the wind slowed when it passed over the roof, curling away as though unwilling to disturb the memories trapped inside. By evening, the fog thickened again, rolling over the lawn in waves. The gate groaned against its hinges, closing inch by inch until the chain tightened around it. Something had returned to the house, not a person, not a soul, but a weight, an awareness. The house remembered the warmth of visitors, the pulse of hearts within its walls. It hungered for that warmth again. On the second night, the power lines that ran along Hawthorne Road began to fail. Lights flickered in the nearby town. Phones glitched. Static filled every frequency for miles. And within that static, a faint lullaby could be heard. A melody that had once come from a small music box. No one recognized the tune, but those who listened too closely swore they heard words whispered under the notes. A name, a plea, a warning. Back inside, dust shifted in the corridor. Footprints appeared where none had been, small at first, then larger as though something was learning to walk again. The walls exhaled a fine mist of plaster dust, forming shapes that almost looked human before collapsing. The photographs lining the hallway changed. The scratched faces now showed something else. 3 new figures, blurred but familiar. Where the eyes had been gouged out, fresh ones appeared, open, staring, alive. The forgotten house was no longer empty. It was rewriting itself. In the parlor, the fireplace ignited without flame, a faint glow like burning fog. Images flickered within it, a staircase, a camera lens, the reflection of a child's face. Each image lasted only a heartbeat before vanishing into the ash that wasn't there. If someone had stood near enough, they might have heard faint breathing behind the walls, close, synchronized, as though the entire structure inhaled and exhaled as one. At midnight, the clock on the mantel began to tick again. It had stopped in 1974, frozen forever at 3:17. Now it moved backward. With every reverse second, the house grew stronger. Every lost minute of the world outside fed it. Beneath the floorboards, water began to rise, not from rain, but from memory. A black, shimmering liquid pooled in the corners, rippling though the air was still. Within its reflection, faces formed, mouths open, eyes wide, vanishing as quickly as they appeared. Each one whispered the same words, "Don't remember me." But it was too late. The house remembered everything. Somewhere upstairs, a child hummed, the same broken lullaby from before, the tune unraveling and tying itself into new knots. With every note, something in the walls cracked, plaster split, wood bowed outward. Behind it, the faint outline of a door took shape, a door that never existed before. It pulsed with light, soft and red like the glow of blood beneath skin. The house wanted someone to open it. It wanted to be whole again. And so it reached out, through circuits, through signals, through the camera still recording. That night, anyone who tried to watch the old footage would find it waiting for them. The file appeared under different names, on phones, on laptops, even on screens that should have been off. The video began in silence, just darkness and static. Then the sound would start, that same reversed lullaby, faint but clear. And always, right before the video ended, a single frame would flash. The image of the forgotten house, seen from the gate. In the window, a light. In the doorway, a figure watching. Always different, always human. Always someone who had watched the video. By the third night, Hollow Creek had lost power entirely. Generators failed. Phones died. Static filled every frequency for miles. And the mist grew thicker until the road disappeared. Residents stayed indoors, whispering about the old Ravenwood property. Some claimed they saw movement among the trees. Others said they heard children laughing, soft and wrong, carried on the wind. But the house was silent now, still, satisfied, listened to itself. It had grown larger inside, its rooms multiplying, corridors stretching into places that defied geometry. Time had folded fully inward. Clocks ran backward, forward, or not at all. Somewhere deep within, a door creaked open on its own. Beyond it lay nothing, only darkness shaped like a room. And in that darkness, the faint sound of dripping water, each drop echoing like a heartbeat. The walls pulsed once more. Then the whisper came again, closer than ever before. Not from a ghost, not from memory, but from the house itself. A voice of wood, dust, and hunger. It is not you who remembers me. It is I who remember you. Outside, The fog reached the main road, swallowing signs and streetlights. For those who dared to look back toward the hill, only one thing remained visible: the faint red glow of a window, pulsing like a living eye. The forgotten house had awakened completely now, aware of the world beyond its gate. Every mind that thought of it, every whisper of its name fed it. Every retelling of its story was another heartbeat in its chest. And somewhere in a quiet room far from Hollow Creek, the computer flickered to life. An old video began to play by itself, the recovered footage still looping. The music box spun slowly, its melody softer, clearer.
The camera lens caught a reflection in the glass. A hallway stretching far too long, ending in a red door. A door that waited. The house was no longer confined to its foundations. It had moved into memory, into machines, into stories. Every retelling gave it shape again. Every listener who pictured it in their mind built another wall, another stair, another room for it to inhabit. And now, as the last line of the lullaby faded, the sound cut to silence, heavy, infinite. If you listen closely, in that silence, you can hear a heartbeat. Not yours, not mine, the heartbeat of the house. Slow and patient, it remembers you now.